what's gonna happen now is you guys, Alistair has left, and he's introduced you to this new blood hunter, who is Alex. Here is going to be played by Homer. Homer, Evil Homer, which one do you prefer?
Either one's fine.
So we'll just go with Homer because it's shorter. I don't have to say it a lot. Why don't you go ahead and introduce us to Alex, your character, and give us a little background information, and let us know if there's anything where we can find you on the internet, things like that.
Well, I mean, you can find me on Twitch here, same place, that my username in chat, pretty much. Evil Homer 10, pretty much anywhere, like Twitter, all that jazz. But my character is Alexander Hawthorne. He is a Dampier turned full vampire. Basically a blood hunter at the core, where he went full vampire to use his powers to destroy evil. Why not? That's what they do. They use the power of evil against evil, and that's what I'm doing.
There you go.
He has a normal Dampier background. He's kind of semi-noble, but since he's a full Dracul now, as they call it in the D&D world, doesn't really connect with that part of the family anymore. So he's basically full-time blood hunter his whole life.
I'm curious, can you walk into the sun?
Yes, but he does have sunlight sensitivity. There was a thing about maybe getting an item to negate that, but I prefer to have the flaw, so...
There you go. Yeah, so he has disadvantage on attack rolls in the sunlight. So there you go. Or artificial forms of sunlight, like daylight, or a sunbeam spell.
Yeah.
I'm putting together a chat command for you right now. Why don't you describe us the physical characteristics of your character so that everybody knows who they're looking at?
Well, so I took as my item the Hat of Disguise.
Okay, so tell us what you look like currently.
So currently, with the disguise on, I kind of look like your average Dampier. So I'm kind of like you almost look like a very pretty, very elven human, I guess would be a way. Very angular, very, very chiseled features, I guess. So he looks, like a handsome gentleman, like a handsome nobleman. But he looks like, without the disguise on, he basically looks like one of the vampires from, what was it, Blade 2 or 3, where they're all like bald and they got like the creepy gangly ears, and they're all like gray skinned.
Do you?
No weird vagina mouth though.
That's what they have in Blade 2. That's all I'm
They
saying.
do. But I do not have a vagina mouth.
I pity Rugarth. It's like we have kind of three elf-looking guys.
Homer,
dwarf.
you are inspired as well. You now have an instance of inspiration to reroll at a choice of at a time of your choosing from one of our viewers here.
That Nick, Phoenix Rising.
That was Nick. Yep.
So I have 2 rerolls? Oh, I have,
You have a reroll of a
inspiration and a
natural
reroll.
1 and inspiration to reroll at any time. And that's after you roll both of those. You could roll natural 1, choose to use your reroll, and your inspiration. You could roll already with advantage or disadvantage. This just adds another d20 that you can use instead.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Alistair walks out. Alex steps in. And you see this kind of elven-y looking human there. And he's the new blood hunter who's going to be joining your group as you head to Phandalin to drop off Gordon as he wants to get home to his orchard.
We'll get home. We'll make sure of that.
However, as he's walking along to come over to introduce you, Alex slips on a strange deck of cards, and the cards all in the air in front of all of you. And here comes the fun part. So, a deck of many things. Has 22 cards in it. So, as these happen, I'm gonna say, because this is people paid to get this to happen, you each draw one card from it.
Oh god.
We roll 122.
I will tell you in just a sec, because I can actually do decks of cards, so we're gonna do that here in a sec. Let's see. You must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous. Okay, so let's say this. You they all land in front of you. You're gonna have to draw at least one. You can choose to draw. You must declare how many you draw. I'm gonna say you all have to declare at least one. If you're feeling lucky, you can choose to declare more than one. It's up to you guys.
Do we have to declare it at the beginning, or can we draw one and then declare again?
No, you declare at the beginning, but you don't have to draw them both immediately. Like if you draw one, you say I'm gonna draw two, you draw one, and you have to draw the next one within an hour.
Gotcha. Real-time hour?
In-game hour. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, it's an important question.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're
it
here
is.
a while. You know what? You're all gonna be here. We could do it a real-time hour. It's your call.
Okay.
So, we'll start with Ash. How many would you like to declare?
Is Ash here?
Yeah,
Like-
sorry. So we each pick a card?
You declare how many cards you would like to draw.
I declare one.
Okay. Players can draw cards. Disable. Let me just make sure I set this up correctly. Card size. Number of cards. Let me see. This is proving more difficult. Yeah, so why don't we just roll a 1d22? We'll start with Light. Then it's going to go to Amy. We'll talk. Well, tell me how many you're going to draw. So Light says 1. Amy, how many do you say?
I'll feel lucky. I'll take 2.
All right, Jal
2.
and Homer.
You guys are crazy. I'm taking one.
We just want to end this.
Okay, once drawn, the card fades from existence unless it's the Fool or the Jester. The card appears in the deck, making it possible to draw the same card twice. There is a way to what's it called? To roll these in, to add these in to Roll20, but I don't know how to do it. I could make a rollable table, but I forget how. So, Light, just roll me a 1d22.
17.
Alright, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A King of Spades that you draw.
Oh god.
All forms of wealth that you carry or own, other than magic items, are lost to you.
Oh, wow.
Portable property vanishes. Businesses, buildings, and lands you own are lost in a way that alters reality the least. Any documentation that proves you should own something lost to this card also disappears. So your gold is gone. 100%.
No.
All gone.
Can she get new wealth?
Mhm.
Or,
It's just whatever
what
she
you
has. Like, if she were a highborn noble, it would erase the fact that she was a highborn noble, and she has no lands, no withholdings. Thankfully, she's a ranger and an outlander, so she lived in the woods, so she doesn't have a lot.
Nature disappears.
It's now Mad Max. We're now playing Apocalypse Worlds. It's now Mad Max. So, you're just basically stripped of your gold. However, being a member, I'm going to say being a member of the Emerald Enclave doesn't technically provide you, it's not wealth, really. Like, if you had a business or a property that you owned, that would be taken. But it doesn't, that doesn't affect it. So, you are stripped of all your gold.
Okay.
So there you go. Alright, so that was you. That was your card. That card's out of the mix now. Nobody else can draw that one. Good job. Light.
That's one card, right? Don't you have to-
No, Light only picked one.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh, no.
Alright,
No,
Amy. Draw your first card.
Yeah.
So I gotta
Wishing you
hit
picked one now, didn't you?
Yes.
roll. All right, roll me a 1d22.
Yeah.
19. The Rogue, a Jack of Spades. So, a.
I don't like that sound.
A non-player character of my choice becomes hostile towards you. The identity of your new enemy isn't known unto you until the NPC reveals it. Nothing less than a wish spell or divine intervention can end this NPC's hostility towards you.
Or if he dies.
It's Gordon.
Yes,
He
Oh,
ain't
no.
now.
Until it reveals
Not
itself.
Gordon.
Um,
Not
Phantom
Gordon.
Strike.
Alright, Amy, you have another card. Would you like to draw now?
Oh. Or it's in 1 hour real time, or
Yeah, or in 1 hour.
I'll probably roll now because I'll probably forget it.
Okay, I won't, but that's fine. Go ahead.
No, you won't.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of diamonds. This is a comet card.
Uh-oh.
Comet falls on you.
Yeah, we die.
If
Bye
you
bye, guys.
single-handedly defeat
Oh.
the next monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain a level. Otherwise, this card has no effect. But the next
at
monster
least
you
I'll-
encounter, you have to no help or assistance whatsoever from anyone or anything else. It needs to be 100% by you. That effect is on. If you kill the next monster by yourself, you gain a level, which will allow you to break the level 12 maximum level that we have here. You'll end up being 13 at the end.
I would like it, but I'm also very, very bad at making my people level up, so I don't know.
Well, you have it.
I'll
It's
try.
regardless, it exists.
I'll try.
All right, so
She just stops fighting everything for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, like I'm not touching that.
I go into
Excuse
the
me?
forest and I find a boar. I make it angry and then I kill it.
Can I do that actually?
You could attempt to. You can try whatever you like.
Kill Gordon.
It
I'll
says
just
it
go
specifically
forest.
states a hostile monster. So there you go.
Go into the forest, angry a bird, and kill the. I can kill a bee.
Find the bees again.
So Jal, your turn. Roll me a d22. 22.
Wow.
Yay.
Nice.
Is that good?
You get the whole deck.
Oh my god.
Have fun.
The Void. This black card spells disaster. Your soul is drawn from your body and contained in an object of the DM's choice. It's a gourd. One or more powerful beings guard this place. While your soul is trapped in this way, your body is incapacitated. A wish spell can't restore your soul, but the spell reveals the location of the object that holds it. You draw no more cards.
Fuck.
Oh, we're fucked.
Bye.
Bye forever.
Bye bye.
So you guys witness as Rurik just falls limp.
There goes your cleric.
And his soul is trapped in a gourd somewhere. That nobody knows where it is.
Well, it's probably in Phandalin or in.
Well, I got 12 hours to make a new character.
Just start smashing all the gourds near us.
Alright, well you don't get to draw any more cards. So Homer, go ahead and make me a roll.
I'll just stay here and listen.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Throne.
I like it.
You
Keep
gain
going.
proficiency in the Persuasion skill, and double your
Nice.
proficiency bonus check made with that skill. In addition, you gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However,
Yes.
the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which you must
That'll-
clear out before you can claim it as your own.
Maybe the gourd
That sounds like
bag.
fun.
Yeah, maybe the gourd's there.
Go there.
That's where they're holding it.
Check. Yeah,
I mean,
he's a necklace.
So I know that egg was really important, but about this keep.
So. Woo! Deck of many things! I'd like to point out, folks, that there is one purchasable deck of many things per 3-hour session.
Oh,
For
God.
each $75 donation that anyone wants to make. The one for this session has been used. However, there are still many sessions left to be played. You are more than welcome to put those in. So, Rurik's body goes limp in front of all of you. Everybody make me an Arcana check. And the deck just disappears, by the way.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well,
Okay.
Natural 20?
Yeah, well, again, it's a 21, not a natural, it's not an automatic success.
Oh, 21, yeah.
But that's fine. I want to point that out, too, because it doesn't mean you auto-fail saving throws and things like that as well. So, I'm going to say, for the intents and purposes, all of you, having been hit in the face with these cards as they come up off the floor, you're like, oh my god, what is this? Oh no! And Jal, Rurik, and Drusilla happen to get hit in the face with 2 cards, and they were like, oh, what are these? So you did.
Oh, no.
You drew these cards kind of without consent, almost, as if some sort of divine being, a manager of multiple lives, some would call them extra lives, put these upon you guys. So you realize, holy shit, this is a deck of many things, and Rurik goes limp. You get the feeling that you know everybody's heard of a deck of many things. Most people never see one in their lifetime. And what was happened as you saw him draw the card and look at this is just solid black card, you realize that this was the Void card, and that his soul is trapped somewhere in the world, and the only way to restore him is to retrieve the object that holds his soul, of which you do not know what it is.
well, we need a new partner. Who wants a body?
But
No.
do I know how, like, to find it?
Yeah, do we get a feeling?
A wish spell would allow you to find his body.
We don't have a wish bow.
Or potentially a very high-level scry would allow you
Or
to do
somebody could donate and give us a wish spell.
so. Or that.
Well, there's
Yeah.
still the $300.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. But that's on me to decide what happens with that. And Jal, I want you to play, but I also want you to suffer. So, I am the DM after all.
I
Um,
approve.
So, we do have a lot of things that do seem that they will link very well together. Like a keep being held by high-level monsters, where there happens to be a soul trapped, guarded by high-level monsters.
Know where to keep it.
Your characters don't know this, but you guys will know that we'll say that Jal's gored soul is trapped in Alex's new keep, guarded by high-level monsters. But you don't know where it is. You know, Alex knows that he has a keep. He just doesn't know where it is. You're
How to keep
gifted with
it.
that knowledge. You just have to find it. And
Okay.
you're already on your way. You have a slumped dwarf body to take with you as you work your way towards Phandalin to drop Gordon off at his home.
Is, you said that there was the conclave here?
The Emerald Isle, that's where you are currently, yes.
Okay.
Is it? No, do they have to win court as well?
Say that one more time?
Do they have to win court as well? The next shop.
Yeah, that was in this place, wasn't it? Or no.
Yeah.
No, the winged board was in Daggerford. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, but I want to just check something real quick. Let's see. One of the cards hit Gordon in the face, and he drew it.
It's my second card.
It's the card of the star. Gordon's wisdom score increases by 2. which could go above 20, but cannot exceed 24. So his wisdom increased by 2 because he drew a card. So
Did Benzyme do that?
Benzyme did donate the deck of many things, as well as the monster that's coming in, the $100 monster, and three cups of coffee for me. So Gordon goes, yes, I do feel quite wise. Well, I feel like you promised to take me home, so can we please go?
He knows even more about gourds now.
I had such a good idea what I wanted to do with Gordon.
His
I had, like, a
Gordic
great thing
knowledge
I wanted
has
to do.
increased. Were he a bard, his Gordic inspiration would be phenomenal. But he's not a bard. What?
Maybe.
He could be, but he's not. Because he's just an NPC right now. For now.
For now.
Who knows what's going to happen as people do more and more crazy things with donations. So.
Somebody donate to make Jal come back as Gordon.
Oh, we got a $25 donation. Hang on.
Jeez.
No.
You guys are just... Benzyme.
Oh boy.
So, Benzyme, I'm gonna ask just to confirm. It says it's a mount. Jal gets a donkey mount named Barry. So, you can throw his body on this donkey that that will take him for you to...
Well, I already had a warhorse.
Now you have a donkey that will take you
Yay.
anywhere named Barry. Perfect. At first, I didn't read it right, so I thought he was trying to turn your unconscious body into a mount named Barry.
Oh my god.
I'm out Rorik and he's named Barry now.
Yes, his unconscious body, like an inchworm, just crawls across the ground. Oh my god. Folks, it's only 7 o'clock. We still have 17 hours to go on this. And things are already getting weird. Okay. So, Gorman wants to go home to Phandalin. Rurik is an unconscious, soulless body. And Alex has a keep somewhere in the world that contains the gourd in which Rurik is kept. Also, Ash lost all of her money. And Drew can get up a level if she fights a hostile monster all by herself.
And I know where there's a bunch of monsters. You go clear out my keep, and you can get, Rorik's soul back and a level.
Well, I'm gonna go inside and ask. First, is there anybody there that I can talk to?
Yeah, there is a human male behind, in a green cloak behind the counter.
No.
Oh, we lost somebody.
I'm back.
Okay.
Am I?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're out. Missing
Really
anything?
robotic.
You're really robotic, yeah.
I don't know why.
The interwebs. Sometimes changing the location that your Discord server is based in helps that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. $841, guys. Oh my god, there's another donation.
What?
Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, I love it. Thank you, Gozira. Perfect. I love that reason. I will read it after it's introduced. Okay. So, yeah, there's a human male there. His name is Walter. Ash.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know we're everywhere in this place. Okay, Walter. Hello.
Hey,
Hey. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
Just fine. Just a question. Did you hear any rumors about a keep somewhere with monsters?
Well, man, I know there's a lot of keeps around this area. There's one way up in Storm King Mountain. There's all these other places all over the place. But yeah, I heard of some weird keep full of monsters. It's in this area, just outside of this town there, Phandalin. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a tiny little town. Great apple pie, though. Love that apple pie. Love me some pie.
Have you heard of NASCAR?
I don't know, but I feel like I like it.
Perfect. And how far is it from the town?
From Phandalin, there's a, I don't know, a little bit, maybe, 5, 6,
How long have you been here?
I've been here years, man, like 25 years. I'm pretty high ranking in the Emerald Enclave. I don't mean to brag on them, but people really like me. I'm more what you call people person. I just get and I understand things. I love my nature. Evil Squeegee, thank you for the host. I forgot that I put SpongeBob as the host thing. Anyway, well, I love that they're that nature. Nature's great. So, what y'all think about that nature? You guys like nature?
Love it.
That's what I thought. You look like a nature-y type. There is a keep on the north side of Phandalin, northeastern side of Phandalin, in the woods. It's a castle. A little bit of baby castle. Lots of monsters, though. I suggest you don't go up there. You never know what you're going to find. There's all sorts of lizards and creatures and scary things. It's not natural. Well, I love nature, but I also love my life, so I ain't heading up there.
All right. Do you have anything that you can spare?
He goes, well, and he pulls up and he goes, I got this here tire. It's a spare tire for a wagon. Or were you talking about something else?
Something else. Potions, any items.
More donkeys.
He goes, well, I got this here donkey named Barry. You probably put your unconscious friend here on him. And that's where you get Barry from.
Maybe a gourd.
He goes, well, you like gourds? I love gourds. Gourds are one of my absolute favorite things in the whole wide world. I like you, elfin lady.
I like you too.
And
like
then
you too.
Gordon goes, gourds? I love gourds. My name's Gordon. And then he goes, well, sir, I love you. Your name is fantastic. That's probably one of my favorite names I ever damn near heard. Gordon. That's a wondrous name. I love you, sir. And he goes, here. And he hands Gordon, like, a sack of 200 gold. And he goes, just because I like your name.
Oh my god.
And he goes,
Oh, he's rich now.
Well, got more money than you.
He's got more money. Yeah, he's got more money than Ash right now. And he goes, well, I'll tell you what there.
Well, of course, because I have none.
I'll tell you what there, pretty elven, green-eyed, funky lady. I got some stuff I can give you. And he reaches down and he pulls out a quiver that has 4 arrows in it. He goes, how about this? You seem like you use a bow. How about 4 arrows? I got 4 spare arrows for you.
Thanks.
He hands it to
He
you.
sounds like some kind of salesman in auction houses.
Yes, Lizzie, it is Gordon's,
Oh,
the best week of Gordon's life. So you have a quiver with 4 arrows. And
donkey.
he goes, I also got this here staff. He takes a steel staff, or wooden, yeah, it's made out of, it's a metal staff. He goes, I got this. It's a magic or something. It's got all sorts of runes written on the side. I don't know nothing about no runic magic, but here you go.
Thanks.
Awkward staff. Here you go, Penis. Take it.
He goes, oh, what else I got around here? What else I got? He goes, I got this here, I got this spoon. It's a magic spoon. It makes extraordinarily good eats. Call it Alton Spoon. It's great. Here you go. You want it? I'll give it to you.
I just imagine him throwing the spoon at her like this.
You want it? You can have it.
Go, love.
Magic spoon. Makes good eats. Tell you what.
Does it make things that taste bad taste good?
No, man. It makes all sorts of... When you're making food, you make extra food.
Oh,
like magic.
fancy.
Yep. Right here.
Well, I'm a normal human man. I would take a spoon that makes extra food.
Well, sir, I don't know
like
why
all
you
you
decide-
other normal humans.
He goes, sir, I don't know why you felt the need to tell me exactly who you are racially, but here you go, sir. Here's your magic spoon.
Well, I'm just eyeing him like, what?
What else can I give you guys that's random? Because I love doing this kind of stuff.
Yes, that.
Just wait till I stab somebody with that spoon to make more blood.
Oh wow.
That would work.
Just stir it inside someone.
Yep, I mean, I've had other people in other campaigns give it to an orphanage so they could feed more orphans, but more blood is fine too. Why not?
Priorities.
Yeah, no, hey man, you're just a normal human male doing your normal human male things. Let me, hang on. What other random shit can I throw in for you guys? I like this guy.
Too bad it wasn't a straw. That'd have been hilarious.
Alright.
Did they have straws back in the day?
We got sticks with holes in them.
Yeah, I think they call them reeds.
Well, I don't know about that. But maybe.
Bamboo.
Sure. Why not? He goes, I got,
Rorik Gord fan art.
Please, Lazy. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Please do that.
It's like a jack-o'-lantern with Rorik's face on it somewhere.
He goes, because I got this here mirror. It's pretty weird looking. You look in the mirror, makes you look like a zombie. Don't do nothing else, but it makes you look like a zombie. In case you're ever curious what you look like if you're dead, you can have it if you want.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I don't need that too.
No.
I got it if you want it. He goes, I got
No,
this.
thank you.
He pulls out a
This-
piece of chalk. He goes, I got this here chalk. I've been trying to get this chalk to run out for 20 years. I think it's infinite chalk. I don't think it runs out. Got this if you want it.
I could use it.
He gives you infinite chalk. The dogs are going crazy upstairs. What else has he got? He goes, I got this here handle. It does a bunch of stuff.
What does it do?
He goes, it's called a minor multi-tool. You take this thing and you say, I want a shovel. And as he says it, the handle, like, turns into a shovel. And he goes, or I want a pick, and it turns into a pickaxe. And he
No,
goes,
it's a leather.
or a drill, and it turns into, like, a hand drill. And he goes, or a canary, and it turns into a cage with a live canary on it for going down into mines.
That's
Take
I
it.
would have to say neat, yeah.
Do you want it? I got it. You can have it.
I'll take it.
All right, here you go. He hands you over the miner's multi-tool. I think I can give you one or two more random items because I'm having a good time with this.
Please.
He
Giving us
goes,
everything.
Let's see. Gave you the spoon of good eats because I forgot. I love that one. What else we got? I've got. He goes, I got this here token. Looks like a piggy. You want it?
But
What is it?
It's a little statue that looks like a pig. He goes, let you cast minor illusion, but you can only cast minor illusions of pigs.
what does that do?
It makes an illusory pig. You can use it to make the image of a pig or the sound of a pig.
Oh,
That's it.
take it.
He goes,
I'll take
all right,
it.
here
Which
you go.
sound of a pig? Does it
Whatever
just
sound.
scream, Sue?
It could if you wanted to. That's the sound of a pig. It could be snorts. It could be oinks. Whatever you want. And he goes, I got one more thing here for you. I'm gonna tell you what it is in a second. Once I get Rurik, because he's asleep, to roll me a percentile die, because he ain't doing much rolling for the next bit.
Give me a sec.
He's our dwarf of chance now. He rolls all the percentile dice.
He might
Yeah.
very well be. A 9. A 9? Buddy, what kind of rolls you got there rolling a 9? Crazy unconscious dwarf man.
Oh,
Why is he talking to the unconscious dwarf?
He goes, hey man.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I got you this here battle tent. You want a tent? A tent for camping. It's a battle tent. This little tent, well, it looks like a regular tent on the outside. It's like a Harry Potter tent on the inside. It fits 6 medium creatures, no problem. And it cannot be torn down by any kind of natural weather.
Sounds good. We'll take that.
He goes, that's all I got now, though, but you ever gonna come on back down here to Thornhold? I got all sort of manner of fancy, weird stuff. And I like
Thank
you
you.
guys. I like all you guys. You're strange, especially you, Mr. Norman Human Male Guy, but I like y'all. I'm gonna give you all sorts of crazy stuff. You come on back. And Gordon, my friend Gordon, with the best name in the whole damn world, I like you, sir. I'm gonna
He's
give you a
rich.
hat. And he gives him just a really nice, like, sun hat. like it's just a big, like a female wide brimmed
I was
straw
to say
hat.
like a grandma.
Like a grandmother's son hat. Like if he was going to a cotillion, he would be perfectly dressed. Just gives him a big old hat. And Gordon, thank you for the hat, sir. It shall protect me from the sun.
He's like so rich. He has now what? 209 gold.
Yes, 209 gold and a fancy hat.
He's so rich. It's the
He
best
has
day of
more
his
gold
life.
than my body has.
So, you guys, do you want to leave or do you want to keep searching around Thornhold?
What time is it right now?
Let's say it is 9 p.m.
Let's grab some more goodies and then go to bed and then head out early in the morning.
He goes, y'all, it's pretty late. You want to go drinking? I could go drinking with you. I love drinking.
Oh god, we have to flaw, don't we? That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I don't drink.
I
It's up
don't
to
drink.
you.
I don't drink either.
But he
Sorry.
stares at him. Alex stares at him. I don't drink. I don't
It's a
drink.
lie. It's
All
a
right.
very big lie.
You guys don't know what you're missing. We got that there Thornhold wine. It's fanciful stuff. Makes you all tingly on the inside. I bet you your unconscious dwarven friend probably drank too much. That's why he's sleeping.
Yes, he did drink way too much, and I bet he would enjoy this. But no, we
Perhaps you
do
could take
decline.
some along?
Well, I had an absolute pleasure, especially with you, Mr. Gordon. I had a great time. You are fantastic. But if y'all want to drink, I will be down at the tavern. It is called the Thornyhold. We're not very clever here in Thornhold, I'll tell you that much.
Because the alcohol, because the wine.
Maybe. I don't know. I never put too much thought into it, you know?
Uh-huh. I get that. I get that.
Is there's rooms that we could sleep in here, right? Because
Yeah,
of me.
Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of rooms you can stay in here. You're a fancy lady in Emerald Enclave. Not quite as fancy as myself, but you have rooms that I could get for y'all to stay in, no problem.
Appreciate it.
You have like different kinds of rooms. Like you have like a room that's like super tiny and only holds ants, and like another room that's like specially designed for giants. You seem to have interesting items that I feel like your rooms should follow suit.
Well, I got all sorts of fanciful rooms, and why the hell not? Because I didn't think about it, but sure, we got all them things. I
I'll
got a
take
closet.
a room without windows.
I got a closet. That's the best I got without windows.
I'll take it.
You're a strange man, normal human man guy. I hope you enjoy your spoon.
I will.
So, I feel like most of the things I described to you told you what they all did, I think, right? Did I give anybody any item that they were unsure of what it did?
I think I lost what the first two. We remember half of those. I know it's like the minor multi-2, the tent. I don't know what else everybody
Amy, you have
grabbed.
infinite chalk. It's just a piece of chalk that never runs out.
Yeah, and I have a pig token.
Yes, the pig token lets you cast minor illusion, but only of a pig. You can look up minor illusion, the spell in the compendium. It's in there. The miner's multi-tool turns into either a shovel, a pick, a drill, or a cage holding a canary.
Mhm.
The spoon, any meal that you cook or use with the spoon to stir or make in, it makes 1.5 times the amount it normally would make.
Yes, blood.
Yes, if that's what you choose to
I
use it
think
for.
that's perfect for you.
And I don't remember what else I said I was going to give you, so that's that for you guys.
It was
That
that tent. What was
million
it?
gold that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, I almost remember that. The tent is a battle tent. It is a regular-looking tent from the outside, but it can sleep 6 medium or small creatures inside, no problem, and natural weather cannot knock it over.
Perfect.
Okay. So, and Gordon got 200 gold and a fancy hat.
Yep.
Because his name is great. So, you guys can all rest for the night.
Oh, I'm resting fine.
Yeah, you're resting great. You actually, when you wake up from this, you're gonna feel so rested.
Am I conscious as a gourd?
As the gourd, yes. You can completely observe your surroundings in gourdic form.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure. Oh my god, we got another donation, guys.
Oh, boy.
Ouch. No, I'm gonna use my reroll on that because I don't care.
Okay.
I want to see something.
Okay. It's a natural one. You get a reroll, so go ahead.
Yay.
19. You see this area is surrounded by kobolds.
Nice.
Okay.
But they are strange, bulky, muscular kobolds with large dragon-like skulls on the outside of their skulls as helmets. And they're dancing around, chanting, seemingly summoning something quite powerful.
Fun.
Swole kobolds.
Yes. They, like...
Kobolds.
Swolebolds. Hashtag swolebolds. That's now a thing.
Kobolds.
Hashtag swolebolds. There we go. So, yes, Amy, that is minor illusion, except yours can only be a pig.
Yeah, I'll just remember that.
Also, as you go into your closet, Alex, to rest for the evening,
Yes.
you're kind of clearing it out, looking, and you stumble upon two things. I'm going to need you to roll me a percentile die.
Wow.
9. All right. Those are stupid. I gotta come up with a better one.
Alex, stupid.
That doesn't even make sense for the situation. Go ahead and roll me again. You gotta roll it twice because you got 2 trinkets donated to you.
Oh, fancy. So do 2 new rerolls?
That one and then another one. Yep, you found.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, you find a trimming kit to keep your hair short and combat ready. Or your
My non-existent illusionary hair. Okay, got it.
Yep, or
Amazing.
or facial hair or other hair, your call on that one. As well as a mask that you can use to hide were you to ever pursue a career as a vigilante. This mask will hide your identity.
Oh, so I'm like a vampire version of some superhero now?
Well, that depends, but you have
Or
a mask.
supervillain?
Yeah, whatever it is. This is like a cowl type mask, almost Batman-esque without the horns, but like it's like one of the covers your face, maybe around this way.
Yeah, like Robin or something, where it just covers your eyes.
Yep. So you find that in the in the closet.
I'm Batman.
You do hear. You had heard stories in your travels of there was a legendary warrior vigilante at one point in the town of Waterdeep that went by the name of the Man-Bat. He was known to swoop in darkness in the night and protect those who could not protect themselves.
Okay, I can dig it.
Or as Benzyme puts it, you could literally be Blade right now.
Yes.
Or, you know what? It could just be sunglasses. I'll allow it if you want them to just be like Oakley sunglasses that hide your eyes. So,
Could be like goggles / mask kind of scenario.
Absolutely. Get yourself some Blade-looking thing going on. Goggle mask. So, there you go. That's what you find. Thank you to Aaron Weeks for the donation to 2 trinkets to Homer. Appreciate it.
I called them man-bat glasses.
Man-bat glasses. Got them. Done. Maybe, if you guys are lucky, in the ridiculous amount of shit that's happened so far, you'll stumble across his gnomish tinkerer who once made all of the artifacts that the Man-Bat used. The glider, the grappling hook, all of these strange items. So, Yes, Wayne Bruce, the man bat.
Wait, you felt
well.
sorry for gel enzyme, so you
got-
gave things
You
to
got
me?
new- Oh, you have a new donation. Another $100.
Wait,
What?
Bruce.
Oh, there's another donation and I missed it? Hang on. Yeah, you're right. Another $100.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Wishful thinking. So, while you are all sleeping, while you're sleeping and dreaming, you can be visited by a Gordic... a gourd, an illusionary gourd in your dreams of Rurik, who can speak to you and talk to you you see what you see in gourd form, but you can now speak to your party while they are sleeping. You visit them in a dream as a gourd. Thanks to Benzyme's donation, you can now speak to your allies in their dreams.
Great.
Ash and Drusilla are both no stranger to weird prophetic dreams and prophecies, so you don't think anything of it when a weird gourd that looks like your old ally who's unconscious comes to you in your dreams.
Could it just be they see me, but I'm holding a gourd?
Sure. You don't know why he's holding a gourd that also seems to have his face on it, but he's talking to you out of his
I'm
dwarven
talking
mouth.
from the gourd.
Yeah, he's holding it, his mouth is still, but the gourd is talking. It's really strange, but he visits all of you at the same time, and at this moment you all are in the dream together, all four of you.
Nice.
So, as sleep takes you, this happens. Rurik, what would you like to say to your party?
Hello, friends. I'm stuck somewhere. I do not know where I am, but I am a gourd. Help me. This is a nightmare.
Can you see where you are?
Do I have my spoon in the dream? If I scoop some of them up, do I make 1.5 gel gourds?
Roll me a d20. If you roll above a 10, then yes. Yes, with a natural 20, you make 3 times the amount of gel gourds. It's
So he has
very
3
unsettling.
He has 3 souls now?
Yes, you just Horcruxed him into 3 parts. He is now Jalamort, Rurikmort, the legendary wizard.
Like, hey, stop playing around. I'm stuck in here. There's kobolds summoning something.
You'd say kobolds are summoning something?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. They're chanting.
I know kobold. Perhaps you can. No, I do not.
Oh, you mean the language, or... Amy, what did you mean?
I thought I knew kobold, but I don't. The language.
Kobolds speak Draconic, just to throw it out there.
Yeah. I know.
Oh.
Yes. They are... I don't know if they're considered humanoids, light, just to throw that out there.
Ooh. Okay.
But they do speak Draconic. Yeah. Thank you, GoZero, for that update. $24 until we hit $1,000 donated so far.
Jeez.
I'm in shock, guys. This is fantastic. I think you might have put me in the top, 10 people on the Wizards of the Coast team, including, people that are, internet famous. We're in the top of their team for donations.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Which is awesome.
That's what I'm hoping for, Ben.
Maybe I can just be like, hey, guys, at Wizards of the Coast. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm pretty great.
I'm kind of a big deal.
You should give me a job.
Oh. They speak Draconic, right? Yeah, I do speak Draconic.
Okay, so you both. Yes, Benzyme, I don't know if he's turned back if there will be multiple jowls now. That there's been 3 times created in the dream.
3 heads.
You're like a 3-headed Etten. All your heads are angry at each other.
And they all hit gourds.
And they
I
all
probably
have
just
a
warped
different...
your soul for life.
They each has a different personality. This one is super nice, this one's super mean, and this one's super intelligent. And they all have different feelings about things.
Oh my god.
One of them likes pizza.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Why not? Benzyme says, "Keep spooning and make an army of jowls."
Every night.
Every night, you
Phrasing, by the way.
Yes.
Not
Keep spooning
it.
jowl. All right. So, sorry, Rurik, not to demean your situation at all. So he tells you that there are kobolds summoning something, but that's all you are really able to gather from your Gordic vision at this moment. As time goes on, perhaps you'll be able to glean more information.
Yeah, maybe if he can reply some or try to remember what they said, that he can say it to us, or to me at least, because I know Draconic.
Yeah, Jal, do you speak Draconic?
No, I don't.
So yeah.
I do. Yeah. So
But
both
he
does.
can't tell you because he can't really. He can, like, maybe try to translate a couple of words. We'll see.
Hey, he could.
I could try something next time.
All right.
I
So.
have an idea, but I don't know if you're gonna let me do it.
So.
Something to say to him so he can try to notice what they say next time we dream.
Is there anything
Well,
else you'd like to tell them in their dreams?
No, but the thing, I'm gonna ask it now. If a kobold touches me, can I cast thumbs?
Maybe. We'll see. If it happens, we'll talk about it then. How about that?
That's
Okay.
fine.
What if kobolds smash the gourd? Does he get his soul back then?
I don't know. Right now, they think that it's a gourd with a dwarven face. They are stupid, so they think it's like some kind of god relic that they're gonna protect from all of the good forces in the world and use it to summon forth.
Jowl. Rurik.
Y'all.
Yes, they're gonna summon forth. Oh, jeez, what the hell is his name? What the hell? Kratalmik, the god of kobolds. The evil god, the chief deity of the kobold race, known for his burning flame eyes and things like that. They think that this gourd is the legendary summoning gourd that brings forth Kratalmik, the god of all kobolds.
Wow.
Why is everyone obsessed with gourds in this world?
As long as we don't meet Gordon.
Ritual gourd.
Because Lazy Mermaid rolled a 6, and it came up as gourds. I'd like to point out that her options were that this universe could have been obsessed with apples, corn, oats, beans, or grains, but instead she rolled a 6, and we got gourds. So that's what this world is all about now.
Oh my god.
Apples would be nice too.
Yeah, it could have been.
Apples for sale.
Nope. Gourds. Yeah.
I feel like any of those other choices wouldn't have been as funny.
No, because that doesn't include pumpkins, which makes it this much more interesting.
Right. Although imagining Jowl inside, or Rurik inside of some corn is also like what happens if we put him in the fire and he started popping.
Just a bunch of little gels.
Yeah. Baby child.
Or if he was oats, it's just a bowl of oatmeal with his face in it.
What if we eat him?
You absorb his power.
Not you
I guess.
dare.
He dies, and each of you gains a third of his cleric spells. Or maybe not, because if Alex uses his spoon, it'd make 1.5 times.
Yes!
So
So I can get extra spells.
extra cleric spells. All right, we need to get this game moving, because right now in an hour and a half, other people are probably going to show up expecting to do things, and right now, that's not happening.
We got a gourd to save.
Yes, you have a gourd to save, and a Gordon to drop off. So,
Bring home safely. A new roof, man.
you guys head out, and the next morning comes around. You guys all well rested. Rurik is not, because he's a gourd. And you guys have all spells back, full healed, all that good stuff. What would you like to do?
Head to the keep.
Head towards the town and then towards the keep.
Yeah.
Okay.
First you drop off Gordon.
Sure. So you guys are going to head out north, heading towards the town of Phandalin. Again, remember, it is a little bit of a trek to get there. So, you guys are in... You headed through... Oops, well, I did things backwards. That's fine. So you headed through the Mirror of Dead Men already, we said. I put Thornhold on the wrong side of the Mirror of Dead Men, so we're just going to DM magic that the other way around. So you're actually pretty close, now that I think about it, because I did all the math backwards.
Okay.
So you have to go off of the beaten path and head towards... you're now heading on the Tribor Trail. This is a short road that heads off of the high road. It connects the high road and the long road and goes basically north of the swamp, and it actually connects over to the town of Tribor on the eastern side. But along that road, there's a smaller road, dirt road, that sections off that goes to the town of Phandalin. So you guys are heading that way. And let's see what we can't throw at you guys. I'm gonna need... you know what? The Gourd of Chance. Go ahead and roll me a percentile die, Chancey Gourd. A 9, a big 9. Look out. What do we got coming from the Chancey Gourd? Okay. You guys are moving along, and you see dried blood in the middle of the road, and drag marks leading off the road into the woods.
Can I see, or can I make a,
Perception check?
or like a survival, or?
Absolutely. It's a very low check if you want to follow the blood. Or what are you trying to do?
Without
That's also true. You could do that as well.
I just want to see. I want to see if I know this kind of creature that did this.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make me a survival check. Natural 20, which is a 26. You can't tell. You can tell that this is some sort of what the hell's the word? I forget. Whatever the word is for like deer type creatures. I can't remember what the word is for that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is basically like some kind of deer type creature's blood. It's dried, but it doesn't look like it's been dried for too long. So the drag marks, you can see the drag marks leading off into the woods. Whatever killed this thing looks like it's fairly fresh.
Do we see
Okay.
how it was killed?
Well, there's no carcass. There's just blood here.
Can I use the, just in case? Can I just use the, was it the wand of enemy detection?
Sure. And that tells you the nearest enemy within 60 feet, I think I said. Right?
I think so. Yeah, let me type that. Oh.
Sure.
It says, for the next minute, you just, you know the direction of the nearest creature hostile to you within 60 feet.
Okay. It's about 45 feet off. Well, hostile towards you? No, nothing is hostile towards you at the moment. So,
Okay.
yes.
There was something else I can do for a sure. Okay, can I try my primeval awareness?
Absolutely. What would you? So you're trying to detect your favorite enemy. So that's that is humanoids and dragons, correct?
Yeah.
You don't sense. Ooh.
It says this one. It says to communicate with beasts
Okay.
and okay, wait, yeah, gestures. Communicate.
So it says humanoid. So yeah, you can communicate with beasts, and then down below it says that you can sense dragons or
Okay, so then okay.
humanoids, which is very, very vague. Within,
Yeah.
was it 5 miles?
Doesn't say, I think. Yeah, 5 miles.
5 miles. Okay. Yeah, you get the feeling that there is a dragon within 5 miles of here.
Oh, do I I just don't know what. No, do I know what direction?
You know the direction. Northeast, which is in the direction of Phandalin.
Okay.
Is it also in the direction of the blood or where the carcass got dragged to?
No, it is not. Cyber Cypher,
Okay.
thank you for the follow.
Could I sense for my favorite enemy too?
Which is
Undead and Celestials.
okay. There are no Celestials within 5 miles. But there is an undead within 5 miles.
Hmm.
There's an undead within
Somewhere. I don't know
There's
where
an
it
undead that
is.
is extremely close to you.
How strange!
Like within 10 feet of you. So yeah,
Oh, my.
you're right. There's an undead. I didn't plan this out, folks. This just happened.
That's
So
normal
cool.
human male within 10 feet of you.
So
Yeah, you look around, and within 10 feet of you, there is an undead.
She probably eye the two companions just like from, yeah, I don't think so, and she'll just look for like, maybe
Well,
there are. Maybe.
As of right now, only you know, so nobody else
Yeah.
knows that you sense the undead. That's just you.
Yep.
However, it is.
I know.
Yeah, it's bright daylight outside. So that's something that, you know, your knowledge of undead is certain kinds of undead. Typically, the sentient kinds are not a fan of the sunlight, but so far everything seems fine.
Yeah, she just glances around like, maybe, and just keeps doing it more often. Maybe if they're staying around or just this area.
Okay, just let
Yeah.
me know when you cast it again or use it again,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you.
Yep.
So yeah,
I have a question.
yes,
Since I'm just a gourd with a face,
yes.
I'm guessing I can. If I
That
can do
sentence
spells,
alone, I'm
I
sorry.
can, yeah, if I can do spells, I can only cast those that are only vocal.
Correct. However, the gourd cannot speak. It is just a gourd, and your
Yeah.
soul is trapped there. So you would need... the gourd has your face, but it cannot speak. It can only speak in dreams.
I want to do some cantrips
maybe
just for
you can
fun
go-
and scare the kobolds.
Yeah.
I want to do some thaumaturgy and just like never mind.
Alright, so, yeah. It's clearly not a dragon, a celestial, a humanoid, or an undead that dragged this thing off. That much you do know.
Shall we follow it or should we ignore it?
That's not my call.
Well, we can always keep an eye around. How far are we from the village?
Like, 2 miles?
Okay.
A couple, like an hour riding, something like that. 2 hours.
I say, let's keep an eye out. Let's keep, Rorik and
Barry.
Harry.
Don't forget Barry.
Barry.
Barry the
Rorik,
donkey.
Barry, and right in between us,
Yes,
Gordon.
Gordon,
In
I am
between
here.
us.
Do not forget about Gordon.
I'll take the
and
the
my
lead.
fanciful hat.
Ray, you look amazing, Gordon.
I believe you because I cannot see. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
we should have
that's-
got that mirror that made people see a reflection of the zombie.
yeah.
And we could here, look how pretty you are.
Can't see, he's blind.
Yep, exactly. So,
forgot
you
about
guys get to, yeah. Alex looks in it, doesn't look any different. Hands it, that's fine. Yeah, I look pretty good. Here you go.
From one type of
I look
undead
hot,
to
man.
another.
Yes, exactly. So you guys
I look hot.
head to Phandalin then?
Mhm.
Okay, so you make your way into Phandalin. It's a cute little town. There are 2 large apple orchards and a kind of dying gourd orchard in this town.
Aw.
There is a tavern in the center, known as the Sleeping Giant Tavern. There is the Lion Shield Coster. It is a sort of a it's sort of a provision place. There's for weapons and armor. There is a mining facility. They're not too far away from a nearby mine run by some dwarves. There is also a place called Barthen's Provisions, which is just like your general adventuring gear. Not weapons and armor, but like, you know, you want, any kind of thing that you would find on the adventuring gear table. Ball bearings, rope, grappling hooks, staves, hunting traps, caltrops, ball bearings, all that kind of stuff. So that is there. There is also a small temple to the Lady Who Smiles, the Lady of Luck Timora, and a priestess who lives there who kind of sees over that. As small towns go, they often praise luck as something they feel like they need because they don't have a lot going for them in a small town.
And this is where the druid's at, right? Somewhere
in the town, yes.
Okay.
Probably, you would assume, more towards the outskirts of town, as you know, it's like this is more developed and it is foresty all around the town. So, yeah. What would you guys like to do? Or where would you like to go, I should say?
I want to find a person and just ask where the location of a druid is.
Okay. You're walking along and you see a small child running along, a halfling child, so he's like super tiny. And he sees you and he's like, oh, wow, are you guys adventurers? I've always wanted to be an adventurer.
This is a deja vu.
Uh-huh. How's it feel?
Hey, mine was adorable. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I
take
you're fine.
offense to that. Anyway,
fine.
continue.
know. Yes, we are. We're actually. Is your mom around, Dad?
My mom lives over there at the orchard. We own that orchard over there. There's another orchard over there. And there's an old stinky gourd place over there. Gourds are fantastic, my boy.
Does anybody live over there?
Where were you pointing? The
gourds.
Let me tell you the name. Yes. Oh, that's Gordon. Never mind. Wow. Yeah, well, Gordon says that. He doesn't know because he can't see. He's having a little fun with it. He goes, yeah, there's a druid guy over there. Sometimes he lets me play in his yard. His name is Rugarth. He's super cool.
Rugarth?
Mm-hmm.
And the gourds?
Oh, no, I thought you meant where the druid was.
Oh, that's fine.
That's off into the woods. And he says, no,
Woods?
nobody lives
Okay.
at the stinky gourd place.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, he goes, my name's Carp. I like adventuring. I'm going to be an adventurer when I grow up. And he
I
runs off.
smile.
Just being a kid. Runs away.
All right.
So.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna tell everybody. I want to head towards the druids. If you'd like to come.
Of course I come.
Okay. Alex, do you go?
I don't know. I'm debating. I think I might stay in town and see if I can persuade the coster to do some work for me. Is there a provisioner? Does the coster actually have a smith, or is there a separate smith?
They don't really have smiths because there's a mine, cave like mine not too far away, run by a couple of dwarven brothers, and they import stuff typically, and the coster sells the stuff that they craft.
Okay, that's fine.
If that makes sense. And there's a mining thing where you can attempt to. It's more like a gimmicky thing, the mine place, where like, here, pay us 50 gold and get a pick and go out back and see what you can find, like that kind of a thing.
Right.
So.
Like pick your own orchard, but there's no apples.
Kind of, yeah. It's like maybe you'll find a gemstone or like flecks of gold. You could be rich, that kind of a thing. Typically something for tourists, like especially like highborn city tourists who don't know any better and like, oh, look at me, I'm working hard in the mines, like, you know, that kind of thing. So, who's going where?
I'm going towards
I'm going
Druid.
with
Okay.
I'm going with Ash.
Taking Barry and everybody with us.
Rurik and Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking everyone with us except Alexander,
Yes.
I guess.
So I'm going to do Alex first, because
Okay.
your encounter is going to be interesting. You guys with Rugarth. So you go to what's it called? You go to the coster, the Lion Shield coster, and there's a woman behind the counter, and she says, "Oh, well, welcome to the Lion Shield coster. How can I help you?"
I'm
Name
looking
is-
for.
I can't
What's
remember
that?
what her name is. So
It starts with an L, I think.
yeah, I think you're right.
I don't remember what it is off the top of my head either.
Let's go with Leanne.
Sounds close.
Yeah, that's something like that.
I'm trying to see if maybe you have some magical armor, perhaps.
She says, well, they did just crack into some new kinds of ore that hasn't been seen around these parts for quite a while at the mine. It is pricey, but what kind of armor were you looking for, exactly?
In layman's terms, just a +1 medium armor. Like a
Okay.
+1 breastplate.
Oh my god, there's Gord fan art, people.
I saw that.
Lazy, can you upload that somewhere, anywhere on the internet? Or wait, maybe I can just download it and upload it to Twitter, so that other people can see it. Hang on, I'm gonna
Where
save
is
it. Gord Rurik fan art.
Can you link in chat, or do you need permit?
You should be fine to link, if you can link it.
You can link. Oh no, it didn't like it.
Really?
But you can link straight from. If you open it in Discord, you can click Open Original, and it'll give you a web link to it.
Oh, that's weird. I don't have links disabled, so I don't know why it's doing that. That's not a thing I normally have. I'm not sure why it's doing that to you.
It might be the new Twitch chat thing.
There you go.
That's
I
my dog.
just linked it. So there you go, folks. There's Gordic
Right.
fan
I like
art.
the sad face on it.
Thank you, a lazy mermaiden, for that fantastic fan art.
I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
So what's
All right.
what's expensive to these small town folk?
Well, that's tricky. Make me. Well, do you say that to her?
I'm asking her what is expensive to her.
Okay. Let me take a quick look here.
Sans the derogatory small town folks part of it.
Gotcha. Let me see. She says, well, you know, and she kind of looks at you and goes, well, I'm not exactly a small town person. I have origins in the big city. So, she says, let me tell you what they found, because they have found several different kinds of rare materials and rare metals and things that are not normally seen.
Mhm.
So, as far as +1 armor goes, they may not have +1 armor, but they are going to have armors made of strange metals. Like, they will have mithril armor. Throw that out there right up front. They're also going to have... that's stupid. I don't want to give you that. What else do they have? Oh, what kind of blood hunter are you? I should ask this first.
Undying or profane soul.
Okay, so you cast spells, so this would be pointless. I'm not going to tell you about this one. So, because I was like, I've got this one that doesn't allow you to cast spells while you wear it. Okay, couple of ones that they've got, that they found some interesting things. They have Tetsudite, which is soul steel, which is a very rare metal that flashes with the colors of red and orange and glows very dully in the dark. It is rumored that it's extremely hard to find because this rock was by some sort of not necessarily the most benevolent of beings, infused soul into the steel before it was used to forge anything. What this armor, if you were to get this armor, it would allow you to expend a hit die as a reaction to deal that to taking damage. So spend a hit die as a reaction when you're taking damage to deal that hit die's worth of damage in force damage to the attacker. It would work till you run out of hit dice. And then, that would regenerate that. They also have, let's see. That's stupid. Demon Steel armor. However, she says this is... rumor is Demon Steel armor has a curse on it. I don't know too much about it, but it's supposed to be pretty powerful, as cursed armor tends to be. So, make me a...
Being cursed isn't anything new.
I was gonna say, make me a history check. Let's see. With advantage, because of your blood hunterness. Whatever that thing is called, I forget. Where you have advantage on intelligence things.
Yeah, blood hunterness, that's it.
Yep, that's what I thought. The lesser known feature.
Advantage.
Alright. Well, we'll let that one go, because that was ridiculous.
I didn't realize it did do advantage twice. Never mind.
That's fine. I'm going to give you the 16. I'll call it DM benevolence. DMness. Demon Steel armor is +1 armor. While wearing it, you also can speak Abyssal, if you don't already. You learn it. In addition, your armor grows clawed gauntlets on them that turn your unarmed strikes into magic weapons that deal... they have a +1 bonus to attack and damage, and they deal a d8 instead of 1, like they normally would, your unarmed strikes. However, once you don this armor, you can't take it off until someone targets you with a remove curse spell, because it, fuses to your soul, basically. While wearing this armor, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against demons, and against saving throws against their spells.
How much would something like that run?
That is a good question. Well, she says
I'm guessing more than I have, but I'm curious.
Well, she says how much you got.
I got about 700.
Wow.
It's 700 more than Ash has.
It's true. Depends. I don't care. I want that armor. You can probably donate to get me that armor.
I'll just wait and give it a few seconds. The way things have been rolling, you'll probably have it before you know it.
It's true.
I think we did get another donation. 1,001.
Yeah, I think we might have. Hang on.
Yeah, I think we did. By Aaron.
Oh, we did. Another monster.
Maybe I am a monster. Nice.
We have reached our goal, too.
Yay, goals.
You can up your goal now, Mag.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to at this rate. I don't even know what to make it now. 1,500? Is that too high?
Well, it's totally debatable with how we're going.
Let's go 1,250. How about that?
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that real quick. She says, I'll be honest with you. Well, what kind of armor can you wear? Let me ask you that.
Medium and light.
Medium and light. She says, it's rare because normally it can only be forged into full plate because of the way it works. We happen to have a set of half plate, actually.
Okay.
She says, I'll tell you one thing, though. Nobody wants this because it's cursed. So I can cut it to you for a deal if you're truly interested in buying cursed armor.
Oh, I am.
She goes, All right. She goes, I tell you what. You get this out of my shop, so I don't have to deal and worry about being... I have nightmares about this armor crawling onto me in my sleep and, like, consuming my soul slowly. Give me 700 gold and I'll give you this armor.
Sold.
And exchange is made.
Nice.
So you now have demon steel armor. So,
I'm an happy evil person. You guys can continue on.
So, you now, again, just to speak that up, you now have it's a +1 AC, so it's +1 half plate, so that is 16 plus your dex mod, maximum of 2, for that. You speak and understand Abyssal, and it has clawed gauntlets that allow your unarmed strikes to do a D8, and they are magic +1, +1 attack, +1 damage, unarmed strikes that do a D8. And it is permanently fused. You feel it as its demon steel tendrils kind of almost like a Wolverine-esque fuse in through the pores of your skin. It still looks like armor on the outside, but it fuses in. You feel it lock onto your skeleton. So, you know, you have this desire to say bub all the time. Nobody knows why. And you have disadvantage, again, on attack rolls and against demons and saving throws by demons as well. Against any spells or abilities they have. So while you're dealing with that, and she kind of does, you notice she does kind of put down like a ledger, like she's writing something down regarding you as the guy who very eagerly purchased cursed armor, possibly taking a note of you for future endeavors.
Can I see what it is she's writing?
Make me a perception check. Nope. She's got a pretty good... She's pretty... she kind of like... she's like writing, looks at you, she's... Oh, I'm sorry, did you need something else?
Yeah, what are you writing?
It's just my ledger. I just keep track of all my purchases, so that way I know... that way I can keep inventory. Nothing important.
Oh, well, in that case, my name's Samuel Clemens.
Alright, and she writes down Samuel Clemens.
And I'm out.
Alright, so you leave. The legend of Samuel Clemens, the purchaser of cursed demon steel armor, set to be traveled through the agency of the Harpers throughout the realms. But they don't know anything about that, so that's
exactly.
Samuel Clemens is a fake name. So let's cut back to Ash, Drusilla, Rurik, Barry, and Gordon as you make your way to Rugarth, the druid, on the outskirts of town. So you make your way... Sorry, what?
While we're walking, Drusilla will check for our preferred enemy.
The other direction, undead. The other way, back towards the town.
Yeah.
So, you guys make your way towards the woods, and you find a small hut in the woods. Very homely little hut, with the smoke curling out of the chimney. We can change
Okay.
the music.
Hello? Anyone home?
So, I assume that means you're knocking, then.
Yes.
Okay, let me get you some better music for that. Give me one sec. I have one perfectly in mind if I can find it. Oh, come on, where are you at? There we go. Let's see if that works. Alright, so you make your way towards this hut, and you knock on the door, and a tall man with copper skin answers the door. Kind of a shock of almost bluish white hair answers the door, and you see he's wearing like leather leather clothes, and he has a big staff in front of him. And he says, "Yes, yes, come in. I've been expecting you." I'm not really. I just like saying that. It gets everybody. I like seeing the reaction on all of your faces when I said that. Come on in. And he invites you into his humble little hut, and you see he's got like a teapot over the fire. And just like it's a very simple, like a studio apartment. There's a bed in the corner, table, a little like kitchenette thing, and he's just kind of, and you know, he invites you to sit in the comfortable chairs that he has. So, we get another donation. Please come sit.
Thank you.
So, what brings you to my humble little hut?
I was wondering if you can help my friend here, and I point him to Gordon. He's blind.
Yes, I noticed that upon you walking in. And he says, yes, I am blind, that is true. And he goes, yes, I see that. He goes, it seems like this was some sort of... He's kind of like holding Gordon, like, you know, by the cheeks, and he's kind of like looking and like turning his head and looking him over, and he goes, this was an unnatural blindness. This is quite strange. And he kind of looks, he's still got his head in his hands, and he's looking over to you, Ash, and he's like, so what did you think? What was your anticipation for me? Did you want me to cure him of blindness, or what was your thoughts?
Yeah, I would like for you, if you could, cure him, but blindness.
Well, I can certainly try. And he looks to Gordon, and he says, well, sir, I mean, I can attempt to cure your blindness if that is something that you wish. I don't want to, if you like things the way they are, I will gladly leave you that way, but I figured I would ask first. And he says, well, I haven't seen anything except the darkness and the smell of gourds for many, many years. It would be nice to once again gaze upon the world and gaze upon the gourds to which I so desperately cleave. So Rugarth says, well, come, and he kind of sits him down in a chair, and he says, let me gather some ingredients, and I can see what I'm able to do, and I'll see if I am able to perform said ritual. So he sits him down at a table, and he kind of moves over to like pots on the mantle and starts taking out a handful of different berries and roots and all these different things, and he starts like mortar and pestling them together into a
He's
paste.
grinding up the donkey?
Yes.
What? No.
That berries.
So
Multiple
he
berries.
sets them down, and he kind of like sets it down, rolls out a piece of parchment on the table in front of Gordon, and like takes like a paintbrush and sticks it in the kind of mixture and starts writing runes in a language that none of you understand on the piece of parchment. And then he kind of like sits in a chair across from him and kind of like almost lotus position in the chair, and starts muttering words under his breath. And as he's doing this, the fire in the fireplace roars up into existence, and wind starts, like, you're in a cabin, but wind starts swirling around all of you. Leaves are picking up into the ground. Leaves of all different colors are swirling all around him as the runes written in this paste mixture on the piece of parchment begin to glow and start to lift up off of the pages and start to swirl around Gordon's head. And as this is happening, there are strange flashes of orange and black as the runes are like... There's like lightning flashes between this orange and black aura that you see appear around him. And the runes are flashing against this as the fire is dwelling up and the wind is picking up in the room. Light, your hair isn't blown at all because you feel like, and your clothes aren't ruffled due to the brown duster jacket that you're wearing that gives you resistance to cyclones. So,
Good luck.
Nice.
I'll make
So
sure
my
the
hair
walls-
is perfect.
so your hair is perfect in this. but it's only blown in such a way that makes you look cool. Like it's not like disheveled. It's just like very like epic.
Slow motion modeling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you guys who can see are like, she's never looked this cool before. So, as he's doing this, the orange and black aura seems to almost be overpowering the druidic magic, and he begins to chant faster, and you see sweat pouring down his face. Even like a little blood starts to come out of his nose as he's chanting on this, which is, I mean, you don't know. None of you are really proficient with this kind of magic, but this is, like, it seems almost too much for this. And after he like reaches over and like he's like, as he's chanting, he's like reaching over and he's trying to find his staff, which is just out of his reach.
I'll get up and give him the staff.
Okay, so you hand him the staff, and he begins to chant. His voice begins to raise, and he slams the staff on the ground, and like just a wave of energy. The flames in the fireplace go out. The wind just stops instantly, and there's this impulse wave of energy just echoes out all around you. You guys are all knocked back a little bit. Pots are thrown off the shelves and broken. And he's breathing like extremely heavily at the table. And you look over to Gordon, and one of his right eye is, I guess this is his right eye, or however you guys are looking at it, is a glowing orange. No pupil, just a glowing orange. And his left eye is just an eerie, creepy, just solid black.
Wait, is it orange or an orange?
It is an orange color, but it is a glowing, like in the dark, because the lights have gone out. His eye is glowing orange, and his other eye is just this pitch black that seems to be endless. And Rugarth is at the table, and he is just breathing extremely heavily, and he's like, and like it took a lot out of him.
I go to him and trying to comfort, like give him like a chair so he can sit down.
He's just like, I don't know what manner of magic caused him to lose his sight, but this was magic the likes of which I've never seen. And Gordon just kind of like is observing the room, and it's almost creepy how he's observing the room, just staring at things with these two, like his eyes are slightly narrowed. He's still wearing the goofy ass cotillion hat, but with this piercing orange and like deep deathly black eye. And to all of you in the room, it is unsettling. Like, it is unsettling to look at, to see this face, these two eyes staring back at you.
Isn't everyone like used to creepy eyes by now?
Yeah.
Yes, which is what makes it even weirder how creepy these eyes are. Like, they're a next level creep right now.
I'll just go up to him like, Gordon, can you see? Or...
And he kind of like turns and he looks at you and he goes, yes, I can see just fine.
Are you alright?
Oh, I don't think I've ever been better.
Are you still you?
And he like gets up in the chair and he goes, well, thank you for bringing me home and doing me this great service. Perhaps our paths will cross again sometime. And he just walks out of the room. His gait strangely straighter and less hunched and old as it once was as he leaves the room.
You guys messed up.
You're not there.
You guys messed up.
So, and Rugarth kind of looks to you all and he goes, well, that was quite an endeavor. I feel drained, but is there anything else that you need assistance with?
No, that's just odd. Did you see his eyes?
Yes, there are. I mean, and he looks around at all of you. He goes, well, it seems like strange eyes run in this group, but that was quite strange.
Have you seen like something like this before?
Never.
How long have you been here? Or lived in this village?
1,000 years?
Did you know Gordon?
I know. I in my time, I mean, I don't go to the village very often. I keep to myself, but I never knew him till today.
Oh, okay.
Well,
You were going to ask.
was that the only reason you
I'm
came here, or did you have something else?
No, I think that was it. I'm sorry, just seeing him from, he's been with us, and I'm just confused.
And he goes,
You're
well,
all alone.
he goes, I don't mean to impose, but why do you have an unconscious dwarf on a donkey of my own?
Well, if you
Sorry.
could get his soul back, then we can, carry on with our other mission, but
Well,
apparently we have to go find his soul.
Well, it goes well. I have a couple of questions. One, what? Soul missing? How about an explanation of that? And two, what is your other mission? I am friend to the Emerald Enclave, if that assists. I've known many people. I am a druid, after all. I chose not to align myself, as my only alignment is to that of nature and all things natural, but I respect their ideals.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Ash. We are trying to find an emerald dragon egg.
And his eyes, like, flare at this. Like, he's like, an emerald dragon egg, you say?
I've been watching it for a very long time.
And it's been stolen.
Yes.
That is troublesome. Do you know anything of the thief?
We might have ideas, but not really.
Well, okay, that's interesting. What do you think of the... what of the soul being stolen? How did this happen? That is quite powerful magic.
Some deck of cards flew in our face.
And he kind of makes like his eyes go wide, but a knowing nod. That would explain the loss of a soul. Do you know anything about where it's located?
Just in some... Was it some fortress? Fortress.
Keep.
And Fortress Keep. And there's a lot of monsters.
And he's a gourd.
A gorge, you say?
Yes. He
A
is a
gourd.
gourd.
That is strange. Gordic magic is an old magic. Magic I have not heard of being on this realm in quite some time. Millennia's old magic, dating back to an ancient cult of interesting individuals that were always attempting to summon some strange deity into being. But I believe it all to be fairy tales, but the fact that he is turned into a gourd is strange indeed.
So what are they trying to summon?
They call it it's some sort of great gourd god. I do not know much about it, but I know that if it were to ever come to pass, it would be catastrophic to the realms.
Well,
Be gourdrific.
if I want to say it might be true.
This is troubling. You say you have a friend who is trapped in a gourd in a keep. Do you know anything about this keep? Do you know where it's located?
Somewhere around my notes.
Oh, that's true.
We think it's...
On the north side of this town.
Yeah.
The northeastern side, you say. Would that be true with your notes?
I think the northeastern is where the dragon is, and then you said it was north side of this town, or unless.
Yes,
What's
no,
north
that
of
would
the
all of these. This is interesting indeed. Well, I know of the castle of which you speak. It's an old castle, hasn't been in disrepair for years. Most people just tend to ignore it as it's not worth their time to visit. There are strange creatures live around there, but you say your friend is trapped in a gourd form while inside there.
Yes.
Likely.
He says, well, if you would not mind, if you would allow me to accompany you to this castle, I'd like to inspect this gourd. I am quite interested in this magic. If it is true what you say, it would be worth inspecting.
Can I insight check to see if he's true to himself, like telling the truth?
Make an insight check, sure.
While we're talking, I'll be like, making
22.
sure Butternut is fine.
Okay. 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Amy, what did you say?
I'll make sure Butternut is fine in my hair.
Oh, yes. Butternut the hamster that lives in your
Butternut squashed the hamster.
Butternut Squash the hamster is perfectly fine. And tell me exactly what you were trying to insight.
Basically, it's like anything. I think it's me personally getting too excited with more, what I've told him. I'm kind of thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't have told him. I just wanted to see if he is part of the Enclave. Just basically telling me the truth.
He is telling the truth. He is genuinely interested in this gourd and this magic, and he does seem to be worried about anything that could happen from this.
Okay.
And he kind of sees you staring him over like that, actually. And he says, "What troubles you, Ranger? I see you are. You seem uncertain. Do I trouble you? Are you worried about me?" Calling you out, man.
I'm just making sure.
Well, he says, "Let me tell you, when I say that I am truly interested in returning your friend to you. I was once an adventurer like you."
Don't you dare say it.
I'm not going to. That's a catchphrase you could, for $25, have me insert any catchphrase that I have to work into the story naturally. And when I say
Not that
catchphrase, it could be that, but it could be any line from any major movie or television show, or however you want it to be.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, right. Or I think I have some ones on there like listed as like, "You keep using that word, but I do not think it means what you think it means." Or "Curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal," or whatever you want to have as a quote. You can have me work any of
Francis
those
Bride, anyone?
into the story for 25 gold. But anyway, or 25 gold, $25. Two in D&D
She's on
right
gold.
now.
Here.
He says, "I was once an adventurer. However, I lost my party was taken down in a great battle many, many centuries ago. And I have never forgiven myself for not giving my all at the time. I was young, I was foolish, I was worried. I had confessed I was worried about my own life, and in not giving my all to the cause, I lost many, many dear friends, and I will not let that happen to another. So, if I can do anything to help return your friend to you, then I will
Very
do it."
well.
I'm okay with it.
Now, are we talking about like the same north, or is it like okay? So,
Yeah.
I want to ask him: does he know about a dragon in the
Knows.
northeast?
I know there was tales of a dragon at one point, but mostly I feel people's thoughts of kobolds and things get out of hand. They are dragon-esque creatures. They do talk of summoning a great kobold, but that seems just to be nonsense. But I have heard tale of strange lizards to the north, large lizards that have been causing havoc there. I've done my best to keep them contained to the north, but I am but one man.
All right. Well,
So-
we do have to pick up another adventurer. He's in town.
Well, he says, "I will gather my things," and he walks over and picks up like a rucksack off the floor and picks up his staff, and he goes, "Well, I've gathered my things. I'm ready.
All right.
That's fast.
I learned to
So
travel
we-
light."
So we head out
So you two-
and back into town.
As you're walking out, you make it about 20 paces, and you run into Alexander in the road there.
Hi there.
Oh, you look different.
Well, I'm not actually wearing that armor yet.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I will tell you. Let me tell you exactly what that armor looks like. But we'll keep going, and I'll tell you what it looks like exactly. So, let us keep going.
Let's go to the keep.
Yes. So they found. Essentially, I guess we'll just say they fill you in. They know the location of your keep. That is yours.
Keep. Let's go.
We also tell them that, with the orange eye, black guy.
Yes.
You know?
I'll say for intents and purposes, you, on your way out, you saw Gordon walking. He seemed to just, turn, and when he turned, it was like... And then he, looked back at the road and kept walking with his piercing orange and piercing black eye.
Did I sense that he is evil? I have, that innate ability where evil knows evil, basically. Darkness knows darkness is part of the hunter's main thing.
Yeah, he... It's hard to say, but he was
definitely evil, just if it's, dark magic powers.
There was definitely dark magic, and he was definitely different. The unnatural way he turned his neck to look at you sent you in a little chill down your spine. Just a minor one. You deal with dark shit your whole life.
Right.
But it was enough to be unsettling, and his gait changed from the meek old man who was hobbling along to almost like a full upright walk with purpose. So you guys bump into each other at short, probably 15 minutes after you saw that happen.
So I probably say something like, "You lost your friend there, in more ways than one.
What do you mean?
Your weird-eyed friend with all the pumpkins and squash."
Yes.
Walking through town.
Should we be concerned?
He didn't seem right.
Never did.
That is a truthful statement.
He was never truly right.
So
But now in a much more dark and unnatural way.
We could check on him later, see if he has done something more disturbing.
And Rugarth, who's there, says, "I don't believe we've met. My name is Rugarth. I am a friend to your. I know the location of this keep of which you speak, and I am going to aid you in traveling there in hopes to help return your friend to his body."
Sounds good to me.
And
I would like to reclaim my keep.
Yes. Well, I will assist in any way I can. Just so you know, your demon steel armor is an unnatural black, almost like normal steel doesn't look this color. It's true black, even darker black.
Go on.
But it every so often there's a ripple of energy across it, and it is a dark crimson ripple across it, and it looks like souls trying to escape from the armor. It's very
Go on.
And that's the appearance of it. So
Your ideas are intriguing to me. I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter.
So that is what your armor looks like.
And just for reference, because of the disguise hat, it does cover
Nobody would
my
see
armor,
it.
so they wouldn't see it either.
Yes, so they would only see it unless you chose to have them see it.
Correct.
But just so you know. So he's gonna say, shall we get going then?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a quick side question.
Sure.
When you use remove curse on items like that, doesn't it usually remove the benefits that you get from it as well?
We'll say it'll depend on the situation. Sometimes it just breaks the curse part of a cursed item. It might be hard to say because the steel that this was forged with is cursed steel armor in the first place.
Right.
Not that you necessarily need to doff the armor. I'm not a guy who really, since they didn't make a specific rule for it in 5th edition, I'm fine with people sleeping in armor. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
The only reason you would have to doff it would be if you were seriously worried about fighting a fiend. You know? So...
Right.
But yeah, we would have to do... if you're okay with it, we'll cross that road when we come to it.
Sure.
And I'll make it a roll. I won't make it like, haha, you spent all this money on this armor. Screw you. No, we'll give you a roll. So we'll keep it fair and let the dice decide. Unless somebody wants to donate.
Like I have to like pry it off my body, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm saying is if you cast Remove Curse on it to take it off, we'll make you a roll to see whether it keeps the benefits and just drops the curse side of it. That kind of a thing.
Okay.
If that's cool.
It is.
So we'll continue onwards. So as you're walking along, Rugarth kind of looks over, and he sees the staff, which was the other item that I completely forgot about that you guys got.
That's
that
right.
Staff with the runes on it. Let me see if I can tell you what it does. Let's see. It has runes along it, which will... let's see. I'm trying to determine what it does. Give me one sec. Sorry, I wrote this out and then I forgot about it. Sorry. It's in a place that I did not work this out. Well, the runes will it is a plus... He will look at it and tell you basically what it is. It's a +1 quarterstaff. So it's a magic quarterstaff that will function to do +1 to attack, +1 to damage. However, the runes on it function like a robe of useful items. So when you take the rune, you activate the rune, like an item comes out of it. So he'll tell you that, and whoever has it, I will have you roll. So who is holding the staff?
I could.
Well, it was either Amy or Ash, or Drusilla or Ash had the staff.
Yeah, I think it went to Drusilla.
Yeah, I think I got the staff.
Okay, roll me 4d4.
Lag, can you update my token?
Yes, I can. Give me one sec.
Is it a pumpkin?
Pumpkins.
Oh, I gotta rotate it. Let's see.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, there's the gourd.
There we go. Gordic Frostbeard. Yeah, 4D... Okay, 9, Amy? Alright, I need you to roll me a percentile die 9 times.
Should I just do a 900?
No, just do 100, D1, D100 9 times.
9.
Because I think it adds them all together if you do it the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still see them separated.
Well, this is fine. We'll do it this way.
9, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. So the staff has these runes on it, and I'll tell you what the runes do. Each one of these runes can be activated to have something come out of it. So here's what they are. It has 2 dagger runes, which will just turn into a regular dagger. 2 bullseye lantern runes, which will turn into a regular lantern. Bullseye lantern, filled with oil and ready to go. 2 mirrors, steel mirrors. 2 10-foot poles. 2 spools of 50 feet of hempen rope. And 2 just like rucksacks.
Nice.
It has that, and then it also has a silver. I'll read them down individually as I go. A silver coffer, so a coffer box made of silver that is worth 500 gold pieces. It has a staff that looks like a dog, and when activated, will summon forth 2 mastiffs to fight for you. 2 dog mastiffs to fight for you. A rowboat, a 12-foot-long rowboat that you can summon from one of the runes. Another coffer box, so that's 1,000 gold right now. One that's just a bag. That's a bag full with 100 gold pieces. Another coffer box, 500 gold. Another rowboat. And 10 gems, 20 gems, each worth 100 gold each. So to recap,
Out of a staff.
that is 3 coffers that are 500 gold each. So you have 3 silver coffers worth so a total of 1,500 gold. 2 12-foot-long rowboats. One that summons 2 mastiffs to fight for you. 20 gems worth 100 gold apiece. And a bag of 100 gold. So there you go.
It's a lot of items.
And those can all be activated at any point. Right now, they're all just runes on the staff. You can just tap them and then throw it on the ground, and it turns into whatever it is.
It's kind of like a bank.
Yeah, I'll just keep it like this for now. Because it might get a little bit heavy if we activate everything.
Sure. Well, you've got it.
Especially
So
boats.
yeah, to 12-foot rowboats. Yeah. So you're all set up right now. So that's and he tells you all of that as he kind of looks over the staff. There you go.
We're set, guys. We have like 1,000 gold almost of coffers.
You got 1,500 gold in coffers, a bag of 100 gold, and 2,000 gold in gems.
Wow.
It is.
We're set.
The gems are only 100 gold apiece, though. There are spells that I will just throw this out there. There are spells that require 100 gold gem requirements to activate, so that might be useful to you.
Yeah, I'll just keep everything in the staff for now.
It doesn't specify the gems, so I'm going to let you pick. Throw it out there. The only one that comes to mind that I know of for 100 gold is Chromatic Orb uses 100 gold diamond. But I don't think anybody has that, so no worries. Okay, so you guys make your way. You're traveling through the woods, and you see this castle. This small keep/castle in the woods that Rugarth leads you through towards. And on the front of this castle is a large skull. The castle's stone is gray. However, the skull is that of a large lizard-like creature.
I literally thought you were just describing Castle Grayskull, and I was about to
I
faint.
am, but it's instead of the skull with the 2 fangs, it's like a skull of like a large lizard. But yes, basically Castle Grayskull.
I love you.
Yes.
I pick up on my my players' wants and needs pretty quick. So yeah, and then I'm gonna need the Rangers to roll me survival checks.
Yay! There we go.
22.
24.
4.
You guys are walking through, and as you're kind of crouched low, and you guys can help with the stealth of Alexander if he needs it, and Barry, and unconscious Rurik. Because of your ranger abilities and the 2 of you working together, you're doing well at keeping everybody quiet. And as you both kind of tell everybody to stay back, and the 2 of you kind of like crest over a hill and like crouch down behind a log and put your hands down, you're kind of like on either side of the log, and you put your hands down, and it goes, your hand kind of like, whoa, deeper into some depression in the ground. And as you kind of look down at it, the both of you, you're like, what is that? And then you kind of pan back and get a good look at it. There is a very large, bigger, like probably 10 feet long by about 5 feet wide footprint in the ground. And it is a 3-pronged toe with a large back pad, so like 3 in the ground. And there is another one now you see another, so 10 feet away. And you just happen to notice in the basin of this footprint a thin layer of water that begins to ripple outward.
Uh-oh.
Pretty sure
boy.
I've seen this movie.
Uh-oh.
Ripples outward.
Life found a way.
Yes. Life
Gord found a way.
finds a way. And you hear this like off in the distance, and you hear as these footprints are picking up, bounding through the woods, and you see trees toppling over.
Our direction?
Yeah, coming in your direction.
Yeah, should we hide?
I want to cast Path Without a Trace.
Pass without a trace.
Yeah.
So, in a desperation, as tree limbs are coming down, you activate your ranger magic, and everybody here gets a +10 on their stealth checks, even Barry and Rugarth. Unconscious Rurik gets it, but it doesn't matter because he can't do it.
I do it as well. Would it the buff?
It doesn't
be
stack.
20?
I asked the Wizards of the Coast development team, because I knew I was going to have 2 rangers in this party, to see if they can get a +20 stealth with double pass without trace. It only stacks once. So
Aww.
Ash said she cast it, so you all have pass without trace. I'm going to need everybody to make stealth checks at a +10.
Can I roll for Barry?
Yes.
+10.
Yes.
Whoop,
So
whoop.
Alexander's
Yeah,
got
so
a
it's 23.
19.
I got 23.
Oh, you did? I'm seeing a 9 that you rolled.
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody else rolled in between, so I got 19.
Yeah, Ash has a 24, right? Because you're
24.
Drusilia's got a 31.
Yeah.
And Alexander's got a 19. Barry has a 17. Barry the mule. He like kind of ducks down and huddles. What's it called? Huddles. Rorik's unconscious body. And let's see what's his face gets here. Rugarth.
Rutger. God.
Rugarth.
Must step away for a quick second just to let my dog out.
No worries. It's all good. I gotta do that myself in just a bit, so.
Don't die yet.
Stealth +6. So we're gonna roll a d20 +16. Only a 5, but that's a 21. So he kind of, in his old ways, kind of moves into a stealthy position. And you guys see, cresting through this, is this massive creature with a kobold on its back, a large kobold with a kind of almost dragon-like skull helmet over top of it, covered in runes and tribal magic with a staff with a bunch of feathers and things. Clearly some sort of kobold chieftain. And you notice that there are runes and things painted along the side of this T-Rex, kind of altering its coloration. And its arms, believe it or not, have looked like they've been broken and regrown several times through the uses of magic, to the point where they are long enough that they look like they could actually grab something. This T-Rex is... One, none of you have probably ever seen a T-Rex in the first place, but one that has broken and elongated arms is even more terrifying.
Wow.
So the music stopped. I didn't even realize that. So we're going to put some music back on. So it comes bursting out of the woods, and the kobold shaman yelled something in Draconic as it shakes its staff, and it points in the direction of Barry, the donkey. He yells, in Draconic, which two of you guys can understand. He says, "Vengeance!" And he points at you guys and he goes, "This is for destroying the king of dinosaurs on Dino Island so easily. Says Gozira from another realm," and he points at you and sends the T-Rex after you.
Jeez.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative, except for Rurik. You can roll for Barry if you want.
I'm doing that. Just so I can run away.
Just once?
No, you guys both roll twice and take the higher.
Oh, I don't have a token.
I forgot to choose my token.
Hang
I'll
on.
take a 24.
Let's get you a token real quick. There's your token. Jesus Christ, you guys. 24 and 24.
Mine would be 25.
25, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just use Rurik in the order. 12 for Barry.
12 is Barry's, got it. And we're gonna move Alistair. And can you just roll again now that you have a token?
Yeah, I did already.
Oh, did you? You were in here?
Yeah, and I updated.
Great.
Or at least I think I did.
You did. 19?
There you go.
Or 21, there you go. And let's roll for... we're gonna just say the Kobold and the T-Rex go on the same turn. How's that sound?
Good, very good.
And then we're gonna say...
0? They go on 0. Sounds good to me.
And we're
That's
gonna
not good.
put Rugarth in here as well.
Yeah. Yeah, throw him Rurik's body and say, "Eat this!" while we run away.
Let me get you the stats
Very.
for a T-Rex here. Oh, that's under D for dinosaur. Let's change the music. This is a little bit too peaceful here.
Do we have a gourd? I don't have a gourd.
I have a gourd.
Throw the gourd at.
No, I don't throw my gourd. It's food.
I would, but I don't have one.
It's food. I'm not throwing food away.
Yeah, you either throw your food away or you become food.
I'm sure we can kill it.
Again, this one is rune scarred up and down its side. So,
This is a swole Rex.
Very small words.
When it stormed out of the trees, it was probably lifting weights,
Bowling.
pumping iron.
yes.
Eating goblins. Oh, wait.
So, Ash, you are up first.
Okay. How far is it from me? From us?
You guys. I'd lower the music a little bit. It is, let's say, I don't know, 40 feet.
No. So I'm gonna move 30 feet away more. And I'm going to infuse my arrow.
Okay.
And I am going to yeah, I'm gonna use my oath bow because I get advantage.
Correct.
And because the kobold is human,
Humanoid.
yes.
you have a +4 on damage. The kobold, that is.
Yes. So it'll be 22.
You're
23.
lucky. You're so lucky. Because that would have been great. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
go ahead and roll me the damage for...
Okay, and then that's +4.
again, oh, you're shooting the kobold.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so 14. Go ahead and roll your second attack. Oh,
And,
fire, you said, right? Okay.
yes,
it's
fire.
6. That's the first. 20 damage.
I know, right?
Okay.
And then
Your second.
for my oath, yeah, my second,
Oh,
my
your oath bow, right.
yeah. So now I'm going to turn to the T-Rex,
Yep.
and now he is my favorite enemy.
Okay. The T-Rex, sure.
Yes.
So go ahead and make your second shot. 26. will
26.
hit. Yep. And then roll your damage. So 8.
And that was... It was like 3d6?
Yep.
That's 14.
22 points on the T-Rex. Cool. Alright. Now, anything else that you want to do? The kobold is on fire.
Like,
No, I think I already
You did
moved.
that for your-
Did all that. Yep.
Okay.
I'm done.
Next up is Drusilla.
how far is the max range of a longbow?
The max range is 600 feet. But the range you can roll without disadvantage is 150 feet.
I'll back up 40 feet because I have a plus 10 bonus speed
That's
on my
fair.
first turn.
On your first turn, yep.
And then I'll attack the Rex, but I first plant a mark on him.
Hunter's mark on the T-Rex?
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an attack on the T-Rex.
And it is an advantage because he hasn't. Oh wait, I should. Oh, well,
That'll do it. Natural 20 will hit regardless of the fact that you had advantage.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me another attack. Let's see if you're getting a crit. Wow, yes you are. Okay, so go ahead and roll me a percentile and add 7.
Nice.
Well, the T-Rex, Gozira, I'm sorry. The T-Rex has to make a Constitution saving throw or be instantly killed.
Oh wow.
Good lord.
You guys wanted the critical hit tables. Remember, they work both ways. Okay. Gotta make a
Whoops.
DC 18 Constitution saving throw.
Basic. Crits breathed heavily.
Gozira. Well, it's for the children. That's true. Alright, here we go. 18 is what I gotta beat. I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
no.
Yes, I have many. Boom! Not dead. However, it is knocked prone. 20 feet away, 10 or 5 feet away. It hits the ground prone. It's stunned for 3 rounds, and you do quadruple damage.
How's the kobold? Is he pinned?
No, because he's on his back, so he's just knocked
So-
prone. So he's just down on the
Uh-huh.
ground. So he's still
Okay.
on his back. Amy, I'm gonna need you to roll damage for your crit. So 12. Roll me an additional 3d8.
Like you could have forced him to get a 1.
Yep, you could have forced me to get a 1 light.
Yeah, it's too late.
We forgot. I just saw it in the chat.
Yeah.
Gotta know your roll, folks. There's a reason I named my other stream that. 29. 29 points of piercing damage.
Us the 1d6 with the mark.
Yes, plus 1d6. Go ahead. Oh, 2d6, because it was 4d6, because it was a crit. So 4d6.
46.
Yep, because you did quadruple damage. So roll me another 2d6.
Oh.
There we go. So 13 plus 12, 17, 29, and 13 is 33? 43?
I think so.
Okay. Well, a solid hit could have been game-ending in a shot had people remembered what they have against me, but they didn't. But I am down 1 reroll. The T-Rex is prone on the ground, stunned, for 3 rounds.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I can still attack more.
You got 1 more attack on the first round, so go ahead.
Kobold is in the same area, so if I use, like... I had the aura spell from my bow.
The Hail of Thorns, or...
No, the thingy I got from the tree. The
Oh,
aura.
the line attack. Yes, that would hit both of them, yes. But that was your whole action, and you already attacked once.
Can do it again?
No, you could attack again, but it would be your whole action to shoot the line.
I'll attack again. Twice.
And Amy, I'd like to point out that had you you almost could have gotten the instant level up had you killed the creature on your own.
I know.
Okay, so
Why
you
did I
can,
do that roll first?
yeah.
God damn it!
Yep. So go ahead and make your third attack. Against who? The T-Rex or the you can attack one more, you can't just do the line attack. That's gotta be your whole turn.
I thought I could attack twice. Twice.
You can. You can attack a third time, you just can't do the line attack. From the
I'll
bow.
attack just twice. Maybe next turn I'll do the line attack.
Well, you can still attack a third time this turn. But who would you
Yeah.
like to attack? The kobold or the T-Rex?
Esco the T-Rex. Maybe it dies.
Sure. Maybe.
Who knows?
Go ahead and roll me an attack. 22 hits, so go ahead and roll damage. 7 and your hunter's mark as well.
Well,
8 damage.
and again,
Did you attack twice already? Or was
I attacked this one twice time. And
Is
I
it
crit
supposed
first.
to be quadruple damage?
not that one, no.
Okay, just wondering.
Yep, no, it was just a crit. So, go ahead and one more attack, yeah. 25 will hit,
Oh.
go ahead and roll me another. 7 and your hunter's mark? 2, nice. Okay. So, alright, that's your turn.
Yep.
Alex, you're up.
Alright. It's... How far did you say it was?
We'll say it was 40 feet away.
Alright, I want to, use a bonus action to Misty Step on top of the T-Rex.
Okay.
So I'm, like, behind the shaman, because the shaman's on its back, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I want to attack the shaman.
Okay, go ahead and make me attack rolls against the shaman. Natural
Wow.
1.
I'll reroll my one.
There you go. You got that from Gozira. Go ahead and make that reroll. Against the shaman, an 18 will just hit. Oh, so you just gotta click rapier. There you go. So 7 damage to the kobold. Did you want to do? So that was just 7 to the kobold. All right. Anything?
Yeah, I used my action to Misty Step, so I couldn't do like my right
your
or
blood
anything.
right or anything. Sure. Okay. You have 2 attacks though, right?
Yep.
So go ahead and make your second attack. A 12 will miss. He puts up his shamanic staff, knocks your rapier away.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can my you said I have a 20, right? I have a 20 and a reroll of a 1.
Did I say that? Did someone give you a natural 20?
I thought I got a 20 later.
For Aaron, didn't you?
Yes, you did get a natural 20.
Is that but I have to call it before,
You
right?
have to call it before you roll, correct?
Okay, just making sure.
I
Yes.
sent you something on Discord. Said
Alright.
private message. You understand?
Sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. What do we got? It is now Rugarth's turn. So he sees the situation and he drops his staff to the ground and like takes his cloak off, but he's holding his action for the time being. But he starts seems to be channeling some kind of power. Then it goes to the kobold and the T-Rex. And the kobold goes, ah! Get up! And he's smacking the T-Rex, like stabbing it with the staff. It's stunned for 3 rounds. He can't do anything. But he's like poking it with the stick. Like, get up! Come on! Ah! But this is all in Draconic, and so you guys are the only ones that can hear it. But then he looks around and sees like the blood hunter who just poked him with a rapier, and the arrows in his faithful T-Rex companion that they summoned, and sees the situation that he's in, and he calls out with what?
Bad.
No, he does.
Bad.
You can't stop it. He calls out and he goes, "Swole balls to me!" And you see the door to the keep blows open, and these like what could only be described as Incredible Hulk style kobolds, which again, kobolds are about the size of a halfling, so for them it's maybe the size of like a dwarf, but they're like jacked, like their muscles are like huge, and there is, let me tell you how many. 12 swolebolds come, and like they're moving almost like the Hulk, where they're like jumping and approaching you guys because you're still a ways away from them, but they ended up bounding and jumping, and they make it into the woods where you guys are with their Hulkian speed, and they all kind of like, and it's this big roar, and it shakes the woods, and you see the T-Rex's snout like stir for a minute, like it's trying to get up, but it just can't, because your attack was a final strike where you hit the like that weak part in the throat of a T-Rex that only certain people know of, that drops it to the ground. It's very rare. So it doesn't get up, but it's still stunned on the ground. But the swolebolds are moving in, and the chieftain's now like dancing like the Skull Kid in Majora's Mask, like all excited with the staff above its head, shrieking like a sand person, super excited that his swolebolds buddies are here to just mess you up. And at that point, seeing this happen, that's when Rugarth turns to all of you and says to the 4 of you, or the 3 of you rather, and Barry, he goes, "I think their forces are dwindled. They seem to have sent most of their warriors here to the forest. I'll hold them off. Go rescue your friend." And at this point, he like starts channeling, and the form starts to shift and change, and in a flash of greenish druidic energy, where once stood Rugarth, now stands an adult copper dragon. And he looks back to you and he says, "Run!" And he just acid breath across all these swolebolds, and just I have to roll some damage.
For giggles, can I just roll my D4 on that one? That
Yes.
I had the...
Yes, you can. The chieftain takes 1 fire damage.
Okay.
Let me roll some damage for an adult copper dragon's breath weapon.
I'm just realized just become the T-Rex killer, or at least the knower of T-Rexes.
Well, it's not dead yet, but
But I almost killed it.
that's true.
As a gourd, is there a window closed that I can see everything happening?
No, unfortunately, the door is
Yeah.
shut. He rolled crappy on his damage, so he just mows them all down with this acid breath. Most of them try to dodge out of the way, but their swoleboled muscles are too big, so they're really like they can't get out of the way. They're not very dexterous. Like they couldn't scratch their own backs. That's how big their muscles are.
Wow.
So they just get blasted with this acid breath, and he looks back at you and he goes, "Get out of here, run!" And he just moves, bounding off towards them. It's Barry's turn.
Barry runs. He
So,
runs to the castle, well, in the direction of the castle.
alright, so Barry's gonna dash. He's got an 80-foot movement speed, so he heads off towards the castle at the path of least resistance, taking the least amount of, taking no opportunity attacks as he's quite careful. and runs off to the castle. So that's Barry's whole turn. Ash, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to run towards the castle.
Okay. So you take off running full speed towards the castle. I'm gonna say while you're running, because you're we'll see if you can be a badass. You can, as you're running, try to pull as you're running and like jumping off of like logs that are down in the forest. You can try to pull like a Legolas and like jump and like over your shoulder at the T-Rex or the chieftain as you're running, if you would like to try. It will be a disadvantage, but it will look really cool if you hit.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll try that.
Okay, roll me another attack too, actually. Yeah, okay. So, what happens, because you're shooting the T-Rex, right? Or the chieftain?
I'll shoot the T-Rex first.
Okay. All of your attacks have advantage on the T-Rex, but they're at disadvantage because he's prone. So, either way, with your +1 on all rolls, it's enough. So you're running, and you kind of jump off of this, heading towards the castle, bound off of this log, and pull out 2 arrows, and same time, one finger up holding one, the other one kind of on your thumb knuckle, and just launch 2 arrows, hit the ground, roll, and keep standing up. You don't even look back to see if they hit, because you know. And I'm going to need you to go ahead and roll the damage against the T-Rex with the Oathbow damage as well.
Yes.
So that.
Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Well,
okay. Well, you do them
there it
both.
is.
So
Yeah.
And then another Oathbow. Another 3d6.
That's. Oh, another 3d6. Okay. That's just so weird. It's like it's not. It's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. 19.
It's like it wasn't catching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just weird.
42 points of damage as you dive away even though you're not an elf, in a very legendary elfin style as you run off towards Castle Grayskull. Amy, it is your turn.
I'll probably do the same as Ash.
Alright, let's see if the elf can do what the non-elf did. Go ahead and roll and make me 2 attack rolls at disadvantage. 17 will hit. And 28 will hit. Jesus Christ. Go ahead and roll your damage for both of those.
One would be for the T-Rex and one would be for the Kobold.
Okay.
So one would be with the 1d6.
Yes. Which one was... Who had the Hunter's Mark, the Kobold or the T-Rex?
The T-Rex.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me your Hunter's Mark then. Okay, another 2. And then the Kobold took 12. Okay. Alex, it's your turn. You see your friend taking off for that. The Kobold, it looks like he's still doing alright. The T-Rex looks like it's hurting pretty bad. What do you do? Homer. You're muted, by the way.
I just didn't put my push dog. Sorry, I thought it was somebody else's turn still.
Nope, it's yours now.
I will...
T-Rex looks rough. Kobold looks alright, and 2 of your allies have taken off, and the mule have taken off running to the castle.
Let me check something really quick.
Sure. We're gonna wrap this session in just a second, guys. We'll be bringing in 2 new characters, actually.
You replace a dwarf by another dwarf.
Yes, we'll be replacing one dwarf with another dwarf.
So if they don't save me before we end, do I gain gourd levels?
Yes, you gain 1 level in gourd.
But I gain like 3 levels. and
3
come
levels of
back.
gourd. Alright.
I'm going to use a bonus action for my Rite of Flame.
Okay, so you cut yourself and you take whatever your right damage is in damage.
Yep, so 6 hit points.
Okay, and then you add that. Then you add the fire damage to your weapon attacks.
Correct.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the shaman, I believe it was again, the kobold.
Sure. A 15 will actually miss on
Dang
his
it.
armor. Don't forget, you do have another attack, and if you'd like to use it, you do have an automatic natural 20.
I do. Well, technically, it's inspiration, so I could use it for other things.
I'm sorry. Yes, it's a re-roll. You can use it to re-roll on anything. It's not an automatic natural 20.
Oh, I thought in combat it was. I thought it always was an automatic. But
No,
it's a
you know what?
reroll.
I'm looking at my notes. It's a re-roll, so you can re-roll. It's anything. It works for combat or not, but it's just a free re-roll.
All right, I'm just gonna re-roll then.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again.
Of course.
So no, 12 does not hit.
Second
but
attack.
The second attack does though, so go ahead and roll me the damage for your rapier. 7 plus your right damage, which is a d6, I believe.
Yep. And then I take off running.
Okay. So roll me a d6 for your right.
Oh yeah. Oops.
It's okay. Just hit the damage. It's fine.
There you go.
That's nice and easy. Okay, so you stab the kobold twice, and he's like, ah! And you take off running, and he's gonna make a swipe at you with an opportunity attack as you take off, and he misses horribly. So you take off running towards the castle as well. At this point, I'm gonna say, since we're coming up on time, I'm just gonna check one thing. No. Okay, so at this point, Rugarth is just mowing through these swole balls, bite, claws, acid, tail swipes. Oh wait, he has a separate breath weapon. Yeah, so he kind of blows and hits all these kobolds with this kind of gas breath, as you guys see as you're running, and they all seem to just be moving in slow motion. He uses his slowing breath on all of them, so they're extremely slow moving. And for the sake of timing and getting other people in and stuff like that, we're going to say you guys break into the door and you shut the door and put the large timbers behind the door and lock the castle keep door. And you can still hear the roars of Rugarth out in the courtyard fighting and the kobolds roaring. But it's fairly deafened behind the probably 8-inch thick wooden door that you guys just barred. So, let's change up our music here a little bit, because we're not technically in combat. Some jazz, because we love the jazz. As you guys step inside, basically, you will have found, as you work your way down into the basement of the keep, looking for the gourd, you find yourself in 2 prison cells. 2 other people? I don't really know. I know one of them's a dwarf. I don't know what the other one is. So, for all intents and purposes, you're going to find the other 2 characters that are going to replace the party in just a bit. So that's going to happen. But I will say, for the sake of time, you guys will end up finding the Gordrick.
Yay!
But you realize just getting the gourd isn't enough magic to return him to his form. So
You have to cut him out of it and make him jack-o'-lantern.
Alexander and let's see. Well, it's just
Gonna leave with Barry.
yeah, Alexander, Barry, and Gordrick are going to take. You guys are gonna find the way to bring him back. That's your. For all intents and purposes, that's what we're gonna say happens, because we're.
That's our downtime.
That's your
we come back.
downtime. That's gonna explain how you get your levels, tracking down people, finding people, and all of your items that you'll get before you come back.
Okay.
Same thing with Rugarth. You'll get returned to. Oh my god! I completely forgot. Amy, with your natural 20, I forgot to tell you when you hit him, as you hit that, as the arrow hit the T-Rex with that natural 20. There was an illusory. It was an explosion of a gourd upon impact. Because your bow is a gourdic bow, that shrinks down into a gourd. So it has gourdic thematics to it every time you shoot it.
Nice.
Sweet. Sweet bow ever.
Yes,
Best
so
bow ever.
What's going to happen now, folks, is we are going to... Jal as Rurik and Homer as Alexander are going to leave us shortly. Homer will be back at 3 a.m. To resume his role as Alexander as a 10th level Blood Hunter.
Yes.
Jal will also be back at 6 a.m. as an 11th level cleric, and to kind of finish out the end of the stream. So you guys will get to level yourselves up now as we end. Ash and Drusilla, you both are now level 8 adventurers, so you do get access to whatever that gives you. For both of you, that will also be either an ability score improvement or a feat of your choice. We'll talk about magic items and things you might find in the cellar of this keep. Although Alexander will get first pick, which will be all the items he does take since it is his keep.
Yep.
We might see if you guys determine a couple extra things. We'll see. You know what? I'll tell you what. Right off the bat, because I decided I was going to do one every hour. As you're looking around and inspecting your new keep, Alexander, I'm going to need you to roll me a d30. You find a ring with an infinity symbol on it.
Yes.
But the other side
There's a drop of blood.
is a cone
That'd be so fitting.
with the words dunce in common written on it. You don't know what it does, but you won't know until you put it on.
You can guess.
It's a ring of stupid.
Yes.
You're very close. But yes, you have this infinity ring.
Okay.
Stupid.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll put it on to see what it does. I can take it off again, I'm sure.
Yes, you can.
Hopefully.
So when you put on the ring and say, all right, guys, I'm going to take Barry and Gordrick and Rurik, and we're going to get him back. And then to your guys, to Ash and Drusilla, to your ears, this sounds like literally the stupidest thing you have ever heard in your entire life.
Like, as in, like, they don't even understand me? Or
No,
like,
no. The idea
weird
of doing
plan?
this... Basically, this is the infinity ring of stupidity. Your character doesn't know this yet, but no matter how intelligent or how smart your idea is, everyone else just thinks it's the dumbest thing they've ever heard.
So it makes everyone else dumb.
Well, they think that whatever you're telling them is very dumb.
It's the ring of idiocracy. I love that movie.
The smarter and more intelligent the idea, the dumber everyone will believe it to be.
Perfect.
So whatever you say, they're going to be like, that's a stupid idea, don't listen to him. You know that it's intelligent, but everybody else perceives it as stupid. And the smarter or better idea it is, the stupider ever people think it is.
Sounds like a really useful item. I take it off my hand.
As time, we'll say as time goes on, and the time it takes you to come back, you will have figured out that that's what that ring does as you try approaching people with ideas over time. Asking people, like, how do we get this guy back from his gourd form? And they're like, what are you, stupid? Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Like, that's a pumpkin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll take a little while, and then you'll come to realization over the downtime, like, oh, that's what this does. So, you have that ring.
Fair enough.
Everybody else, again, you guys level up. We'll catch you guys back here in a few hours. We're going to start importing our other characters in just a sec. I'm going to I gotta get Kit the link, because I thought I set her up with the Discord, but I didn't.
I should grab some coffee.
Yes, guys, go ahead. So, Kit, you should have access. Let me just get you an invite. Use the copy. Let's see if that works. Alright, guys, we're going to take a short break. We will be back with new characters. But before we go, since Jal, this was you got to leave, you got to be here for a little while, and Homer, since you guys have been here, One more time, let's plug things that you guys do on the internet. We'll start with Jal, and then what you thought of the game so far, and what you think about where it's going to go, and any advice you have for Herrick or Kit on their way in here.
Okay, I'm Jalinar. You can find me at chroniclesoftera.com or chroniclesteria on Twitter, and I manage Guild Wars 2 fan story website. And about the story, I didn't think the gourds would be so important. Like, it just took a turn. And it's kind of my fault because I was like, oh, do we see the stand when we come back? And then it just went from there.
All right, and Homer, what about you?
I got eaten alive by chaotic anarchy in Roll20.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
On my screen, shoot on top of me. Anyway.
Oh, all right.
I am a professional internet troll. You can find me trolling people on the internet, mostly on Twitch. I mod for people. I do stream from time to time here, but not too often. I'm looking to do some D&D streams myself soon, hopefully. Something in a modern setting with the Stranger Things theme, hopefully. So basically set in that universe, but pretty much you give a Homer 10 anywhere you see it, it's probably me. 10 because I tried 1 through 9 and they were all taken. And advice is beware the gourds.
Indeed. All right.
And Halloween Man.
Yes. And Halloween Man. Oh, I can't wait for him to come back. So, thank you guys again so much for coming out and playing. Guys, we are at, of our newly set goal of $12.50, we are at $1,001 out of our goal of $12.50 that we've raised it to. Thank you so much for everybody who's donated. We still have some other things to come into play. Thank you, Benzyme, for introducing the adult Copper Dragon as an ally to the party. They may very well need it. Thank you to Gozera for the T-Rex. Thank you to everybody who donated to get me coffee, because I'm going to go get some more on this break real quick. And again, feel free to keep donating. You can donate. All the donations go straight to the kids, but they also can go to changing the way the game is played. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming and playing with us. I'm going to change the music. We're going to go on Be Right Back. We're going to get other people set up in here. So,
Okay, see you guys later.
yeah, see you guys in a couple hours.
Yeah.
See ya.
I go play more.
I'm still here.
Yes, as always, there is a light in the bay.